So I literally wanted to make a quick video just explaining mistakes that are holding you back from being the top 0.1 creator on the space. Let's literally just get straight into it. So the first one I wanted to talk about was posting content based off of emotion. So you literally look at the top creators in the space and they have data-driven, systemized approach to posting content on social media. They don't just trend hunt and post content based on what they feel like. They post content based off of what the data is saying. So if they posted a piece of content and it had 70 to 80% view rate past the first 3 seconds, they're literally just going to replicate the exact same video if it went viral. They'll recreate what's working time and time again with various iteration, like I just said, and they'll post every day without fail. So a lot of creators, obviously, they don't plan ahead or they don't have a sort of structure to posting consistently on their page. So there's obviously various ways you can go with it depending on the sort of creator you are. So you can either post every day if that's something that you like to do, or if you're a creator that likes to, maybe you've got something that comes up, maybe you are working a second job as well, you will likely want to batch make some content in advance. So you've always got that sort of buffer region where maybe one day, God forbid your dog died or something and you don't feel like posting content, you do have that backup content to post on that day so that you're not missing a day and that you're giving yourself the best opportunity to actually gain that reach on the platforms. Next one. Cherishing your subscribers. So I've seen this on creators in the past where they are really focused on the current subscribers that they have and they want to make sure that they'll obviously never leave your page. And I'm not saying to have that approach where you don't really care about your subscribers. Don't get me wrong, you want to provide them the best sort of service you can and the best experience on your page. However, you're setting yourself up for failure if you're just reliant on your current subscribers. You always want to be focusing on gaining consistent and reliable subscriber acquisition to your page every single day, because every single page has a churn rate. It's inevitable, and without consistent flow of subscribers to your page, your system literally becomes dry and it will ultimately die. So yes, you might think that Barry, who's joined your page and he's spent $1,000, will never leave, and he said that he's going to come here every single day. There is going to be a time where Barry will eventually leave, or he will just not tell you and then he will leave on a random day, and you'll be left there with all your revenue gone. So it's very important that you understand that every page has a churn rate. You cannot stop the fact that people will join your page, they'll pay and they'll leave. There is a certain demographic that they want to join your page, they want to buy a piece of content and they'll leave, they don't want to talk to you. So you have to make sure that you're heavily focused on the traffic side. Another big one that I think a lot of people can relate to this is focusing on a specific niche rather than building a brand. First of all, I just wanted to say what's the difference between a niche and a personal brand. So a niche is a specific category that you can put yourself within, whereas a personal brand is what you're known for. Now, what do I mean by this? A personal brand is something that you're known for, meaning like you look at all the top celebrities like The Rock, the Kardashians, they are a market of one. Right? Whereas a niche is something that you can put yourself within and you're actually going to be competing against every other creator that's in that niche. So a recent one that I've seen is like this girl was painting like a clown face on her and then she was doing reels and she's like the clown girl. However, any other creator can put the clown painting mask on their face and create a better content, and then they're competing in the same sort of niche and you're competing with every other girl that is able to do that. So another thing is niche over time actually causes your audience to burn out. So if you're posting the same content every single day, yes, you might gain traction at the start. Yes, you might increase your earnings on your page. However, maybe after 6 months, maybe after 9 months, maybe even after 12 months, eventually those followers on your Instagram page, they start reacting less to your pages, to your posts. So they'll start commenting less, they'll start sharing it less, they'll start liking it less. And ultimately you actually probably start seeing people unfollow because they're like, oh, I'm bored of I've seen the same posts every single time. I've seen the same, there's another girl that is doing the same thing and she's got a better body, so I'm going to follow her instead. Whereas when you're on a personal brand, you're going to create a parasocial relationship with your followers, meaning you're going to have more followers. Next thing is when you create that parasocial relationship, you're actually going to get more subscribers to your page because they've actually feel like they know you. And when those people have subscribed to your page, you're going to have a higher average spending per subscriber because they really want to get to know you. They built this connection with you, and they're going to open their wallets for you. Another one is spreading yourself too thin. So I've seen a lot of creators marketing on as many platforms as humanly possible. Every platform does work in driving traffic to your page. So, Reddit can work. Dating apps, I probably got no idea at the moment now. I haven't touched dating apps in years, but it probably can work if you were to set it up and drive something to a Snapchat page or something like that. Like, it probably could work, but a lot of creators are trying to set themselves up on every single one because they're like, oh, I want to do Reddit because Reddit works, and Twitter, and then Instagram, and then TikTok, and then YouTube, and you're just spreading yourself too thin when you haven't actually mastered a single platform. And when you work on that sort of basis, you're actually going to drive pretty much low to no traffic to your page because you haven't actually mastered any sort of platform. Whereas if you were to focus on, for example, the best is to focus on organic. So if you were to focus on just Instagram and TikTok and you really mastered those platforms, your earnings would double, triple, quadruple, as opposed to trying to spread yourself too thin across many social media platforms. Another one is multiple OnlyFans pages. So if you have a free page and a pay page, you're not necessarily going to earn more money. You're actually just going to probably cause yourself more headache. The acronym I like to follow for all of this is KISS. So keep it simple, stupid. Try and focus on 1 to 2 platforms for marketing, and try and focus on one OnlyFans page to drive all your traffic to. The third and final one is many social media accounts. So when you start focusing on 10, 20, 30 Instagram accounts and you're trying to drive as much traffic to a page, yes, it can work. However, Instagram is cracking down on duplicate content. And that includes AI and face swap stuff. So you don't want to be trying to work around the Instagram page and post content that's a duplicate, because eventually you'll get found out and the accounts will get banned, or the reach will just get absolutely limited. So you'll only be getting like 100, 200, maybe 1,000 views max on the posts. And even if you are posting unique content on each of those accounts, it's just too much to handle, and your creativity will drop for that creator. Or if you're a creator watching this, your creativity will just drop on those accounts. So you won't be able to post consistent high quality content. If you're running 10 pages and you want to post 3 times per day, you're posting 30 times, it's just too much to handle. All the big creators, you look at all the big creators, they have literally 1, 2, maybe 3 accounts. And that's for a reason. So if the top creator is running 1, 2, 3 accounts and you're out here trying to run 30 accounts, then you're setting yourself up for failure.